us have managed to run off everyone who has applied for the job within a few months, sometimes a few weeks. One lady quit on her first day. But Cambria has been with my old man for over a year, so that counts for something. It certainly says a lot about her constitution. From personal experience, I know it's hard to please my dad, and according to the dozen or so nurses who came before, I'm just as impossible to deal with. Personally, I think the younger generation isn't used to hard work. They want to be coddled, but that's not how the real world works. I don't have time to hold the hand of every caregiver who dares to take up the challenge that is Raul Santa Rosa. So having Cambria be so competent was a much-needed breath of fresh air. Until she started in on this whole coming for a visit thing. That shit is getting old real quick. I stare at the screen, watching those 3 little dots bounce up and down, indicating she's working on another text. She's persistent, I'll give her that much. Cambria, maybe you could try meditating when you're here. It's a total game changer. For some reason, this is what triggers me to respond. My fingers start typing before my brain has a chance to catch up. Dante, I have never and will never meditate. Cambria, Raul said the exact same thing. I growl at her response, then shove my phone in my pocket again. Romeo turns his attention toward me, giving me a hard glare. I straighten up and nod once, letting him know I'm here and I'm all in. No more distractions. My phone buzzes again, but I remain resolute, focusing on Romeo's update about the Colombos and our deal with the meatpacking plant union. Everything got fucked up last month when the Colombos tried moving in on our territory and taking over our money laundering operation via the union pension funds. Shit hit the fan, and our contact was shot in the head, along with his goon, who just so happened to be Talia's brother. A new head of the UFCW union has been appointed, Brent Carmichael. Valentino is working with him to strike up a similar deal to the one we had with his predecessor. It's all good and necessary information, but my mind keeps wandering back to Cambria and her insistence on me seeing my father. She's been working for me for nearly a year and a half, but only in the last 2 months has she started on the father-son reunion kick. Why now? Does my old man want to see me? I'm guessing not, since he's not the one texting me. How awkward would it be to show up and have my father kick me out? Once was enough for me, thank you. Dante, Romeo says, bringing me back to the present moment. I blink a few times, suddenly aware that everyone else has exited the room. Yes, boss, I answer, standing to meet him face to face. Where were you today? I got up at 6, my normal time, and made a breakfast of eggs and toast. Then I did some work from my home office before hitting the gym. I had that lunch meeting in Manhattan, then, not literally, Romeo grunts, cutting me off. I furrow my brow, wondering what else he could mean. He asked where I was, and I listed the places I'd been. What I mean, Romeo continues, is that your head was somewhere else during our meeting. What has you so distracted? It's not like you, Dante. Sighing, my shoulders drop slightly as I think of what to tell the boss. My phone buzzes again, and Romeo gives me a pointed look. Go ahead, he says with a nod. Answer it, then tell me who it is and why they have more of your attention than I do. Swallowing thickly, I pull out my phone and glance at the 2 texts she sent. Then I take time to really look at them, each word sinking into my stomach like a lead weight. Cambria. Your father would kill me for telling you this, but he's had several strokes in the last few months. He likes to think he's invincible, and part of me wonders if you think that too. Cambria. I don't know anything about your relationship, only that it's obviously complicated. I just feel like you need to know the stakes. Raul's health has taken a turn, and I know you don't want to deal with that, but here we are. Please, please consider visiting your father before it's too late. Well, Romeo asks. Taking a deep breath, I decide to get it all out there and ask for his advice. I consider Romeo my closest friend, though I'd never tell him that. Neither of us talks about it, but we both know. That's enough for me. My father has been ill for quite some time, I start. Romeo nods, encouraging me to continue. He's back in Chicago, being taken care of by the best of the best, but I guess things have escalated recently. The nurse thinks I should come for a visit. Ah.